Shalom, Yasharel. It's your boy Maliki, and we back at it again with another study. As you guys can see from the title and thumbnail, we will be talking about the Feast of Unleavened Bread. So make sure you guys stay tuned, and don't forget to drop a like, comment, and subscribe. And let's jump straight into it. What is the Feast of Unleavened Bread? Many of us know, but many of us do not know. So this is for the people who do not know. The Feast of Unleavened Bread, which is Hag Hamatzah, is a 7-day biblical feast that begins immediately after the Passover Seder. On the 15th day of the Hebrew month of Nisan, it commemorates the Israelites' haste departure from Egypt, during which they did not have time to let their dough rise, necessitating the consumption of flat unleavened bread. But if you guys don't understand that, stick with me so that I may expose more truth to you. Do not bring Egyptians' leaven into your promised land. Many of us do not know, but stay tuned. So let's grab our Torahs. I read out of the Sefer, and this is a biblical commandment that we all must follow. We can find this in Exodus chapter 12, verses 15 through 20, marking the moment Yahuah brought the Israelites out of bondage. The significance, it symbolizes the haste of the Israelites leaving Egypt. No time for the bread to rise, and represents a spiritual cleansing by removing leaven, which symbolizes sin and pride. So get the leaven out of your heart and out of your homes. Let's go to Exodus chapter 12, verses 15. 7 days shall you eat matzah. Even the first day you shall put away leaven out of your houses. For whosoever eats hametz, which is leavened bread, from the first day until the 7th day, that soul shall be cut off from Yasharel. And in the first day there shall be a holy assembly, and in the 7th day there shall be a holy assembly. To you no manner of work shall be done in them, save that which every man must eat, that only may be done of you. And you shall guard the feast of matzah, which is unleavened bread. For in this self same day have I brought the armies of the land of Mizraim. Therefore you shall guard this day in your generations by ordinance forever. Keep footnote. He said forever, in your generation. Not your ancestors' generation, but in your generation. In the first month of the 14th day of the month at eve, you shall eat matzah, which is unleavened bread, until the 21st day of the month at evening. 7 days shall there be no hametz, which is leaven, found in your houses. For whosoever eats that which is with hametz, even that soul shall be cut off from the assembly of Yasharel, whether he be a stranger or born in the land. You shall eat nothing with hametz. In all your habitations shall you eat matzah. Key footnote. He said you should not eat hametz, which is leavened bread, but you shall eat matzah, which is unleavened bread. So pay attention for the people that do not know or understand. So the Feast of Unleavened Bread, it spans 7 days. The first and 7th day are observed as high Shabbats, which is Yom Tov, during which no manual labor is allowed. The first and 7th day are considered high Shabbats, or holy convocation, where no regular work is performed. So no hametz, which is leavened bread, or products containing yeast, rising agents, may be eaten or possessed during this time. So participants must not eat leavened products, which is hametz, for the entire 7 days. Common leaven agents to avoid, including yeast, baking soda, and baking powder. So Yahuah has dietary laws during these 7 days of the Feast of Unleavened Bread. You may eat matzah, but you cannot eat hametz, which is leavened bread. Hope you guys are with me, and I'm not confusing y'all, because this information could be a bit confusing if you don't study to show yourself approved. So here we have leavened bread to the left and unleavened bread to the right. And as we discussed in our last slide, leavened bread contains yeast, baking soda, or baking powder, and it is a rising agent. As you guys can see, this bread has risen from its surface. It isn't flat anymore. It has risen above its natural surface. And to the right, we have unleavened bread, which is a flat cracker. And as we guys can see, it's flat. It doesn't contain any products that are rising or has yeast in there or that has baking soda or baking powder. So let's continue. What is the difference between leavened bread and unleavened bread? Leavened bread uses agents like yeast, baking soda, or baking powder to rise, resulting in a soft, airy, and thick texture, versus the unleavened bread lacks these agents, producing a flat, dense, and often battery, cracker-like product, as we saw in the last clip. Let me go back. Look once again. Leavened bread versus unleavened bread. We may not eat hametz, which is leavened bread, but we must eat matzah, which is unleavened bread. Hope you guys are with me because we're going somewhere. Therefore, let us keep the feast, not with the old bread, leavened with malice and wickedness, but with the unleavened bread of sincerity and of truth. You guys can find this in 1 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 8. So study to show yourselves approved, because that is what the Most High Yahuah has told us all to do. What is the purpose of unleavened bread? In the Torah, unleavened bread serves both a historical practice and purpose and a deep spiritual symbolic one, primarily centering on the exodus from Egypt and the theme of purity. So I just want to give all praise to the Most High Yahuah, because 2 years ago I wanted to do videos like this. I wanted to speak the truth, speak about his feast days, but I didn't know much, or I haven't really experienced the feast days, but I have been through all of the feast days and I have understand the purpose of them all. And I just want to thank my Elohim Yahuah for choosing me, for bringing me back home and giving me back my name so that I may do his will fully. And I surrender myself unto him each and every day, each and every night. I do admit I am a sinner. I do ask for his forgiveness. I believe in his only begotten son, Yahushua Hamaziach, not any of these pagan idols. But if you guys have took some powerful knowledge from this video, I just ask that you drop a like, comment, and subscribe. And don't be afraid to share if you actually have taken some powerful knowledge from this video. And I'm just going to continue to keep praising my Elohim regardless of my circumstances, regardless of what I go through in life. I'm just going to stay focused on him, and I'm going to keep looking up. And to the 12 tribes of Yasharel, we all have a job to do. And for the grafted ones that are grafted in, look up to the 12 tribes of Yasharel, because we are the light of this world. So grab a hold to our fringes. And I just want to thank everybody for tuning in to today's study. And I hope you guys took some powerful knowledge from this video. And like I say, hallelujah Yahuah, because that is my Elohim. That is our Elohim. That is the Elohim of the heavens and the earth. He is the only one. And he is one. I just want to say hallelujah Yahuah and shalom Yasharel.